All right, everybody out there, welcome to the Dirtdog International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith, and we are live here at Limaland Motorsports Park here, and we are getting ready to do this thing Dirt Streetstock style. So bear with us here for a moment as we get ready to do our national anthem here before the Streetstocks kick off. So I'm going to have to ask you to remove your hats as we do our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our national anthem. And these guys have about 10 minutes left to practice before they get ready to do their heats. We have a lot of cars showing up tonight here, as we are over 30 as of right now, and 50 is all we are accepting for capacity for cars. So if you're out there and you want to come run, come give it a shot under hosted lobbies. Jacob Lamb is the host, and Dirtdog International's Recruitment Race. And we are going to let these guys finish up their practice here, as we got 4 classes of racing to go here tonight. Kicking it off with the Dirt Streetstocks at Limaland, next following through with the 358. So stay tuned here before we get ready to go heat racing with the Dirt Streetstocks. All right, everybody out there in Facebook land, we are going to check out our weather report here for our Dirt Dog International Recruitment Race. First up, we have the Dirt Streetstocks, and we are at Lima Land Motorsports Park. We're at 1500 Dutch Hollow Road here in Aleta, Ohio. Check out our website here, the Dirt Dogs at Wixsite/website for any information you may need. We have a pay-to-play league and a developmental league, which the developmental league is our free league. And that's what this recruitment racing is for. So anybody that wants to run with us, come give your shot here. And it is 82 degrees outside with 50% humidity, and it is definitely cloudy. And there's 10 miles an hour wind going on here in Ohio on the Dutch Hollow Road. These guys are going to finish up their practice here as they got another minute, and we will be able to bring you the racing action here for the Dirt Streetstocks at Lima Land Motorsports Park here for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Race. Again, I am your host, Jacob Keith, and we're going to have some awesome street stock action going on tonight. Looks like we have 46 cars showing up tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to kick off heat number 1 here. We're going to check out the grid. Starting on the pole of heat number 1, it looks like Brody Brown in that 42 machine. He's got Prober right next to him in the 24. Oh, excuse. What is going on here? No, it's Brody Brown starting on the pole with Jacob Doak in the 117. Excuse me. Prober starting in the 3rd position with Jordan LaFawn starting in the 4th spot here. James Hudson starting 5th with AJ Og in the 6th spot. Isaac Salsa Salas here in the 7th position. And outside of him, Pete Newton in the 28 car. Jeff Lamb pulling out the 67 machine starting in the 9th position here. 10th going to be Donald Cottle starting in 10th here. Christopher Hill starting, looks like, in the 11th spot, and in the 12th, Alan Brummett. And that is your grid for heat number 1 here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to do this street stock style. We're going to have 8 laps. It looks like we have 8 cars. Mr. James Burke rounding out the tail end of the field here in that 4 car, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go, the 42 down low, Brody Brown. It looks like AJ gets to move to the outside as we get ready to go Lima Land Motorsports Park racing here in Ohio for the Dirt Streetstocks. The green flag is out. The 42 able to hang on to the green flag out front here, but that black and green machine looking to work around the outside. The 42 getting a little loose coming down in front of the purple car, making a tag there. 3 wide for the lead, or for 4th, it looked like, for there. Christopher Hill now underneath. It looks like Alan Brummett on the outside there, going into 3 and 4. The orange and brown, or the orange and black car on the outside, trying to put Christopher Hill in the rear view mirrors. He's right all over the backside there. Oh, AJ Og now making a move around the inside of Christopher Hill as they go into 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, Og got to run on the inside of Hill. Hudson up here trying to run away from Alan Brummett. As we are 4 laps down, halfway to go for heat number 1 here for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing in the Dirt Streetstocks. The 409 out front. Alan Brummett in the 55, looking to gain some time all over the backside of that red and black machine as he blinks in and out there, going into 3 and 4. Coming around to the flag stand here. 2 laps left to go. Oh, the 55 getting a little sideways there. AJ getting into him on the high side there. Nothing they could do. AJ now got Christopher Hill all over the backside. Trying to make the slide job work underneath. Christopher Hill hangs onto it. As they were getting a little squirrely as they come close. James Hudson now making his way around the lap. Traffic in that 409. As the white flag's waving. One more time around, 3 and 4 as he's going to try to make a move around the number 55 of Alan Brummett. On the low side, checker flag waving for James Hudson. Congratulations, Mr. Hudson, AJ Old, and Christopher Hill on their podium tonight. Top 3 in heat number 1 here as we get ready to grid up for heat number 2. Awesome street stock action here for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing as we pull up heat number 2 with the grid here. Jesse Johnson starting in the inside pole of Ronnie Dorsey. Sean Essex in the 29 starting 3rd with Jacob Halliday starting in the 4th spot coming out of New York. Eric Sprouse starting in the 5th spot with Robert Charette starting 6th outside of Mr. Sprouse. We got Wade Palmer starting in the 7th spot with with Nicholas Schell outside of him starting in the 8th position. 9th going to be Margaret McDaniel with Adam Willis in the 10th position. 11th going to be Carson Cherry with Slade Johnson right behind him on the outside starting in the 12th spot. And that is your grid lineup here as we get ready to go racing for these guys with the Dirt Street Stocks for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing, brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports. Pace trucks lights are off, and these guys are looking to get antsy for their heat number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. The 420 to the outside of the 222. Ronnie Dorsey, Jesse Johnson, green flag is out, going down into 1 and 2. Oh, some big contact there with the green and the big black and green car back there. Causing a whole mess of trouble going around. No cautions coming out for the heats, though, ladies and gentlemen, as we are 2 laps in of 8 for our recruitment race here with the Dirt Street Stocks here. Sean Essex moving up into the 2nd spot here in that 25 machine. He's got Mr. Cherry on the inside. Robert Charette back there battling it out on the outside there. Slade Johnson trying to pull the slide job, but it doesn't stick. As now he loses a spot there behind Mr. Charette. Carson Cherry in the 226 here. Got Charette on the outside in that 64 as they go into 1 and 2 here. Charette to the outside. Cherry down low. Charette able to get a run off 1 and 2 going into 3 and 4. Able to take him over for that 3rd position. Now Sean Essex getting a little loose there. Charette moving up into the 2nd spot. Ronnie Dorsey still leading this thing. Here, Ronnie in the 420 still leading this thing. He's got a couple seconds here on Mr. Charette as they battle it out. Charette still pulling up the 2nd spot in that 64 with Slade Johnson in the 3rd spot. But look who he's got right behind him, Mr. Carson Cherry. Tail to nose coming around 3 and 4. Looks like 1 and 2 going into 3 and 4. The 12 machine leading the 226. As Carson Cherry now trying to make his way around the number 64 of Robert Charette. Losing his legs there. White flag out. Going around 1 and 2. Charette on the outside of Mr. Cherry here. trying to hang on to it. Ronnie Dorsey taking the checkered flag here tonight for heat number 2 at Lima Land Motorsports Park. Congratulations to Ronnie Dorsey, Slade Johnson, and Mr. Robert Charette on their podium tonight for heat number 2. All right, we're going to grid up for heat number 3 now here. Ethan Robinson starting on the pole with Landon McKenzie on the outside of him, starting in the front row. Scott Most in the 84 starting in the 3rd spot, with Jovan Seller in the 35 machine starting 4th. Trevor Dapriest in the 44 car starting in the 5th spot. 6th being Ronnie Kelly. Chris Kamir starting in the 7th position. Cutter Spalding starting 8th. Keegan Kellum starting in the 9th spot. Dalton Hayden in the 10th. Caleb Branham in the 11th spot. And in the 12th spot, Drew Upton. And that is your lineup for heat number 3 here as we get ready to kick off heat number 3 with the Dirt Streetstocks here with the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. We got the 358s coming up after this at 7:25 Eastern. The lobby will be up, so any 358 drivers, if you're out there, can within the sound of my voice and you're hearing me, next will be the 358s, so stay tuned to that. As they are green flag racing here, Scott Most trying to hang on to the outside there. He's got Landon McKenzie pulling up the 2nd spot at 22 machine, but as he's side by side with Trevor DePriest on the bottom side. The 22 comes down low and clips Mr. DePriest there. Oh, good Lord. Dalton Hayden going around the number 22 there. Or no, not the 22 there. Excuse me, the 44. These guys are just trying to find their legs to run their lines here. We are almost halfway. Lead 3 of 8, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton Hayden here in the 989, pulling up the 4th spot behind Landon McKenzie, as McKenzie and looks like Cutter Spalding are battling side by side for that 2nd spot. Landon to the outside, Spalding down low. Spalding able to take it over. The 18, got the 22 on the backside, tail to nose, going into 1 and 2. High side ripping the 22, still all over the backside of the 18. 3 laps left to go. 3 laps left to go. They keep racing around as they come to the checkered flag, or the flag stand, going into 1 and 2 here. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I want the race to be over already. Moss, though, still running with it. Going by the the flag stand here now. Checkered flag waving there as it looks like Scott Most taking the checkered. For heat number 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. I had to step away for a second to do dad duties, but we're going to grid up for heat number 4. We got Mason Inman starting in the 1st spot with Jordan Mawhitter starting in the 2nd spot. Kenneth Age. I hope I'm saying that right. Starting in the 3rd spot. Patrick Hubert starting 4th. Timothy Root going to start in the 5th spot in that 00. And in the 6th spot, pulling up Jamison Watson. Nicholas Lamb in the 37, starting in the 7th spot. Brandon Redner starting 8th. 9th being Dave. 10th being Eric Williams and Joshua Eric Hoff. So that is your heat number 4 lineup here for the grid. as we get ready to go heat racing yet again for the Dirt Streetstocks Dirt Dog International Recruitment Race here, sponsored by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports. We got 6 cars and 8 laps as we get ready to do this Dirt Streetstock style.
Green, green, green.
Here it is. The green flag is waving. Mason Inman and Jamison Watson taking the green flag. Inman out front. Looks like Mr. Mauder went around back there, maybe. Could have been wrong if that wasn't Jordan. Jamison Watson now taking over the first position here in that 19 car. Going to the high side, ripping around 1 and 2, coming around 3 and 4. Coming around 2, 3, and 4. Jamison Watson now leading Mason Inman and Brandon Redner. As that is our top 3 for the podium so far. 5 laps left to go. 3 down of 8. Pitching her to the inside as he come off the wall there. Jamison Watson holding off Mason Inman. Brandon trying to find his ground here in that 70 car. Going to the outside. He's got the black and green machine of Timothy Root trying to take him over for the 3rd spot. A little bit of contact there from the 70 in the 00. The 00 able to still hang on to the 3rd spot. Timothy Root finding some ground here as he's trying to now run away from the number 70 of Brandon Redner. I hope I'm saying that right. 3 laps left to go. Jamison Watson now as Mason Inman poking to the backside. Tail to nose, ringing that back door. Knocking on the back door. Ripping the outside. Right behind Mr. Jamison Watson, Mason Inman. Gonna have one more time around as he goes to the low side in 3 and 4, trying to pull the slide job but not able to make it work. He may have just did that just a little too early as the white flag comes out for Mr. Jamison Watson, Mason Inman, and Timothy Root. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Jamison Watson coming around 3 and 4 to the flag stand as the checkered flag is waving. Congratulations, Mr. Watson, Inman, and Mr. Root. Awesome street stock action here as we get ready to grid for our consolation race for our last chance qualify here. We got Isaac Salsa Salas starting in the 1st spot, with Caleb Branham, excuse me, in the 911. In the 4, James Burke pulling up the 3rd spot with Dalton Hayden in the 4th position outside of Mr. Burke. Brody Brown in the 5th spot. And it looks like Alan Brummett going to pull up the 6th because Drew Upton is not gridded yet. And in the 7th position, tailing the field, will be Jeff Lamb in the 67. So that is going to be your grid for this one here as we get ready to go street stock action for the last chance qualify the consolation race and here at the Recruitment, the Dog Pound Recruitment Racing here for the Dirt Dogs International. The 911 to the outside of the 5. The 989 right behind him. Dalton Hayden got James Burke to the low side. This should be an awesome battle here. Sponsored by HRH Motorsports. Both of them guys sitting in the 2nd row. Let's see if the HRH guys will make it to the feature here as the green flag is out. Dalton Hayden following right along with that number 911 of Caleb Branham. Dalton moving up into the 2nd spot. It looks like Isaac Salas up top in that 5 purple machine. Gets a little contact from James Burke and the 55 machine. Able to keep her going, though, as they are green flag racing. The 911 on the outside of the 989. Dalton Hayden going to the low side here. currently in the first position, able to get the run on Caleb Branham. Dalton Hayden in the 989, sponsored by HRH Motorsports. Got Caleb Branham still battling back here with James Burke on the outside. Alan Brummett in the 55, pulling up the third spot now, as it looks like Isaac Salas went around in that 5 machine. 989 still leading this thing here at Lima Land Motorsports, parked at 989. Dalton Hayden. Got James Burke working that outside in that 4 machine, trying to come up to the backside of the 989 here. We are almost halfway here. One more time around as they come around 3 and 4. We go by the flag stand. We will be halfway done with this consolation race. Ripping me outside the 989. HRH Motorsports 1 and 2 so far. Alan Brummett looking to try to have some for the backside of HRH as he's going to the high side trying to track these guys down. The 55 trying to find his ground on the outside. Getting a little loose coming out of 3 and 4, going by the flag stand here. 4 laps left to go. Dalton Hayden going to try to hang these guys off for just a few more. The 989, the 4, the 55, the 911 not too far off. Still battling with the 42 back here. Brody Brown getting a little loose as the 989 was on the outside, and Brody Brown getting a little squirrely. Dalton Hayden still leading this thing, working his way up to the backside of the 42 now. Trying to go around the outside line. Hayden makes a little contact with the 42. The 42 goes down low, lets the 989 go around. Hayden, Burke, Brummett, Branham. 1 lap left to go for Dalton Hayden as the white flag comes out, ladies and gentlemen. James Burke. Still got Alan Brummett on the inside. The 55 and the 4 battling side by side, coming out of 1 and 2, going into 3 and 4. Burke to the outside in that 4 car. Makes some contact with the 55. Checkered flag waving. Congratulations, Mr. Dalton Hayden, James Burke, and Alan Brummett. As that was our consolation race to get into the feature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the second consolation race as we pull up our grid. Sean Essex, Dave S. starting on the outside. Nicholas Schell starting in the 3rd spot. And in 4th, Brandon Reedner. Nick Rolstad starting in the 5th position. And it looks like Jacob Holliday is going to pull up the 6th, I believe. As that is all the cars that have showed up so far for our second consolation race here. So as we get ready, everybody is gridding up. We got the Dirt Streetstocks action brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports. As we are off here, Dave S., Nicholas Schell, Brandon Reeder, Nick Rolstad, Jacob Holliday, and Jesse Johnson gridding for the second consolation race here. 6 drivers, 12 laps. We're going to do this Dirt Streetstock style. Here in just a few minutes, the 358 Modifieds lobby will be up here in another like 7 minutes. So if you're going to try to run the 358s. Be on the lookout in the hosted lobbies, as that lobby will be going up here in a minute. We are getting ready to go green flag racing.
Green flag.
As the green flag comes out, the 56, Dave S. and Nicholas Schell going to take the green flag. The 56 going around, the 58 taking the lead here. As the 58 pulls out to an early lead, Nick Schell. Brandon Redner pulling up the second spot here. He's got Rolstad on the outside here. The 00 coming out of HRH Motorsports. Ripping the outside of that number 70 car here at Lima Lane here for the Dirtdog International Recruitment Racing. 4 laps down, 8 laps left to go. 12-lap Consolation Race, the 70, the 00. A little bit of contact made, but still rubbing is racing as these dirt street stocks are doing a good job here up in the top 3. Rolstad still to the outside of Mr. Redner. And Nicholas Schell still trying to hold on to it. The 70 and the 00 get collected up in that. Nick Rolstad, Brandon Redner. Excuse me there, that snuck up on me. Nicholas Schell in the 58 still leading this thing though. The front wheel drive race will be at 9:35 p.m. Eastern time, 8:35 Central. We are halfway to go for the dirt street stocks here. Mr. Schell hanging on to the front, the 56. David S. pulling up the second spot. And it looks like the 00 of Mr. Nicholas Rolstad finding his legs here as he's going to hang on to the third spot. Rocking the outside, Nick Rolstad coming around. 4 laps left to go. Making it 3 as he comes by the flag stand. Nicholas Schell coming out of 3 and 4. Oh, he's going to make it 3 laps now. Schell still leading this thing. David S. pulling up the second spot. Nicholas Rolstad in the third position. Brandon Ridner in the 70 car in the 4th spot. A little bit of damage done to these cars here. 2 laps left to go. We are dirt street stock action here at Lima Land Motorsports Park here, brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decal and Chummy Motorsports. And, of course, the Dirt Dog International Racing Network on Facebook. White flag waving for the second consolation of the evening here. Nick Rolstad pulling up the third spot. Nicholas Schell taking the checkered flag as he comes out of 3 and 4 with the checkered flag waving. David S. in the second spot. Nick Rolstad in the third. And, of course, with the barrel roll. And Brandon Ridner in the 70 machine pulling up the 4th spot. I believe that is it for Consolation Racing, and we are getting ready to grid for our feature now. And it'll be James Hudson with Ronnie Dorsey starting in the front row here, 1 and 2. Scott Moss starting in the 3rd position with Jamison Watson starting 4th. AJ Olg in the 5th spot with Slade Johnson starting 6th. 7th being Cutter Spalding with Mason Inman starting 8th. Christopher Hill going to start 9th with Robert Charette on the outside of him starting 10th. In the 11th spot, Landon McKenzie outside of him, Timothy Root. As we pull our grid down, and it looks like Jacob Doak starting 13th with Carson Cherry in the 226, starting in the 14th spot. Ronnie Kelly in 15th with Nicholas Lamb pulling up the 16th spot. Dalton Hayden in the 17th position with the 18th being Nicholas Schell. James Burke starting 19th with Dave S. in the 20th position. 21st, starting Alan Brummett and Nicholas Rolstad tailing out the field here in the 22nd position here. We have 22 cars, ladies and gentlemen, and 30 laps as we get ready to go dirt street stock style racing here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. I believe that 358's lobby should be up, so for anybody out there that wants to run the 358s, be our guest as the green flag comes out for the dirt street stocks here. We are underway. James Hudson, Ronnie Dorsey still side by side here for the lead as James Hudson ends up pulling out in front for the lead here. Battling side by side. A little bit of action, friction and touching from these guys back here, but they're all to keep it under control here. There's James Hudson and Ronnie Dorsey still hanging on to it. 4 wide for the front here for the first position here. 4 wide as they were racing for the first position. And the first caution comes out here of the night. Lap 3 of 30. As I thought we were going to have an awesome clean and green run here. That was some awesome action. 3 wide going into the first and second turn here. Let's pull up that caution here. Hold on a second. That wasn't it. Looks like Mr. Carson Cherry getting involved into that caution there. A little bit of contact there. Very unfortunate for Mr. Cherry. That 420 machine got the 420 machine got the 409 on the backside there, both red and black out front here as we get ready to go. Ronnie Dorsey, James Hudson looking to take the green flag when the pace truck pulls off. They're going to line them back up double file here as the lights go off the pace truck. 22 cars, 30 laps. We're at about 25 left to go as the green flag comes out. As we have some contact in the beginning and the caution comes back out again. So we are under caution. Let's see if we can see what brought that one out. Mr. Jameson Watson here on the restart. Green flag goes out. There's some contact up in the front. And yes, Mr. Jameson Watson goes around right on the free start there. As that is why the caution flag came out. We're going to reline these guys back up here again and try to do this one more time. The 420 still on the inside of the 409. They're still going to be lined up side by side. What is going on here? Caution is out again. Something's going on with this iRacing lobby. We had a problem with it the other night when we set up a lobby. This was doing some crazy stuff. And Dorsey and James Hudson should be up front here in the 420 and the 409. But it looks like Mr. McKenzie might. Nope, he's going into the pits.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green. green, green.
All right, I believe we got them all lined up. No, we don't, as the yellow flag comes back out again. Something is going on with our lobby here. Set it up any other way, just like this, I usually set it up, and we are having issues. Not understanding what's going on here. So bear with us as we try to get our racers and stuff back in their right spots and under control here. All right, it looks like we are going to go green flag racing here. As we are green now, ladies and gentlemen, here, the 409 out front, the 420. Ronnie Dorsey still hanging on to the second spot, going to the low side. The 12 machine now. Slade Johnson trying to come up to the mix here from the third spot on the outside of the 409, or the 420, excuse me, right behind the 409. Ronnie Dorsey still to the low sides, trying to hang on to the inside of Hudson as our caution flag comes out again. I'm going to definitely have to check out on what I'm doing wrong with our lobby or something. I didn't have this issue before, but nonetheless, we will get this problem figured out for everybody before the first season comes. This is why we run the recruitment race, and we are new to all of this. And we are doing this here for everybody out there that wants to race with us, and if you don't want to race with us, we appreciate you watching and supporting and loving the streams, and we love all the continued support. So please bear with us as we are now under caution. We have 7 of 30 to go. Oh no, we are down 7 of 30. We have 23 left to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag out, and we have another spin on the front stretch as the caution comes out again. We are on a tight schedule here as we do have the 358s coming up next. Hopefully these Dirt Streetstocks guys can get them under control and get this race clean and green going here as we are lap 7 of 30 still. Green flag out. The 420 still hanging on to the front side here. He's got Mr. Hudson all over the backside. Coming down into 3 of 4. The 420 looking to go to the low side here. With the 409 following in suit here. AJ pulling out the outside here in that 00. Green and black machine of the 409 there. AJ moving up into the second position now on the outside. Oh, excuse me, that's not the 00, that is the 08. And we have a caution out again. As we are lap 9 of 30 here now. Try to figure out who brought up that last one. Looks like the 22 of Mr. Landon McKenzie. As he comes in a 1 and 2 on the high side there. That 22 ripping the outside. Comes down in front of the 55 and gets clipped by the 55 there. Very unfortunate. That was Alan Brummett making the initial contact with the 22, bringing the caution flag out. Getting them double file lined back up in front of or behind the pace truck here. Looking to do this thing dirt street stock style one more time here as the green flag comes out.
Green, green, green.
For the 420, Ronnie Dorsey and James Hudson. As they go side by side in the 1 and 2 here. 4 wide for the second position. Still, the AJ, the green and black machine on the low side of the 420. Looking to take Ronnie Dorsey for the lead here. A little bit of contact here from AJ into Ronnie. And the 12 machine looking to slip underneath there. It's Slade Johnson. Some contact up here in the front. 3 wide as the 12 able to pull out of it. The caution flag comes out. I'm afraid there's going to end up being another caution where you're going to end up having to abandon this street stocks race and go over to the 358s before it's too late. We got about another 14 minutes before the 358s practice is up over there. So let's try to get these street stocks clean and green for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. That black and green machine, AJ, the 08, making moves to the inside of these guys in the dirt street stocks here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. The 12 machine, the 08. 08 to the outside of the 420. Ronnie Dorsey looking to make a move to the inside. Hanging on to the second spot. Not trying to come up to the 08 as they are battling AJ Olgie. Olga. However you say it. The 420. Ronnie Dorsey still side by side there for the second position. Coming out of 1 and 2. Going into 3 and 4. The 12 machine, Slade Johnson, leading this thing here as they're going to stay clean and green here for lap number 13 of 30. We're almost halfway, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway for the Limaland Dirt Street Stocks Recruitment Race. I think we're just going to run her out. The 12 machine still out front of the 08, battling side by side. The 08 goes to the low side. 12 machine, Slade Johnson. Hanging on to the outside there. Ronnie Dorsey in the 420 pulling up the third. And it looks like Christopher Hill pulling up into the 4th spot there, gaining 5 positions from where he started in the 9th spot here. Trying to find his legs there to come up to the backside of Dorsey. I am horrible with name. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I'm so sorry. $17 of 30. We got 13 laps left to go.
The yellow flag is out.
12 car still out front, and the yellow flag comes out. there is cautions in racing, as we have had a lot of cautions here in the Dirt Street Stock tonight. We have 11 or 12 laps left to go. And I'm just not sure if we're going to be able to catch the end of this race, as we have the 358s to go check out next. But we're going to try to stay here and hang with it as long as we can here. Slade Johnson, AJ, and Ronnie Dorsey are your top three here for the Dirt Street Stocks Recruitment Racing. Definitely not too happy with all the cautions that went on, but it doesn't matter because it is recruitment racing. We have to be lenient as much as we can be, as the green flag is out. Slade Johnson at 12, but she's still got the 08 right behind him. Making a move to the outside is the 12, blocking off the number 08 of AJ. Ronnie Dorsey still right behind him in the third spot. Got Christopher Hill making a move to the inside there, sliding into the third spot. Coming right up in front of the 420 of Ronnie Dorsey. Christopher Hill now making up 6 positions here, starting from the 9th, moving to the third spot. AJ out front, able to do a whole clean green lap there. The 12 and the, oh my. Slade Johnson makes some contact there with Christopher Hill as the caution comes out. 8 laps left. Yeah, this was definitely a caution fest here in the, might as well call them rectators. But nonetheless, the green laps that we have had, ladies and gentlemen, have been pretty good racing for the most part here up in the front. So bear with us for the 358s next. The lights are off the pace truck as they are getting ready to go green flag racing. The pace truck looking to pull inside. The 420 in the second spot here.
Green, green, green.
Now looks like Carson Cherry, the 226, now pulling up the third spot here with the 51 right behind him of Jacob Doak. Doak trying to move to the outside here as they are side by side, the 420 to 226. Carson Cherry, Ronnie Dorsey, as they are still side by side on the low side. Jacob Doak making a move on the inside of the 51. Oh, excuse me, Jacob Doak is the 51. Made a move to the inside of the 226. Cherry pulling up the 4th spot. Lost the spot to Doak there. We have 6 laps left as we get ready to go 358 modified racing here at Lima Land. A little bit of wall scraping there from Cherry in the 4th spot behind Jacob Doak. Doak now on the backside of the 420, ripping the outside here at Lima Land. 420 trying to hold him off. AJ still leading this thing as we have 4 laps left to go. Three more times around Lima Land, and the checkered flag will be waving. The 08 got the 420 going to the inside. The 51 trying to make the slide job stick, and it doesn't work. Ronnie getting some contact there from the Jacob Doak and the 51 machine. As the caution comes out, we'll see why the caution come out here. It looks like for Mr. Nicholas Lamb here, the 37 machine to the inside of the 55 as they are battling side by side. Able to pull the slide job on, who was that in the 55 there? Mr. Alan Brumpet. Nicholas Lamb the cause of that caution there. One final time. Green, white, checkered. Oh, it might be a caution checker, as we might have hit our time limit here. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for our Dirt Street Stocks race. Stay tuned with us as we have next the 358 Modifieds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we make our way to the 358 modifieds, we are getting ready to grid up for the first heats tonight of the 358s here at Lima Land Motorsports Park, presented by Dirt Dog International, Chummy Motorsports, Lamb's Custom Decal. These guys are just now finishing up the practice, and we are going to go to the grids as soon as they load up. All right, starting in heat number 1, Richard Tabor starting on the pole with Dennis Burgess in the 24 machine starting in the 2nd spot. Trent Dalton in the 3rd position in the 31 car with Michael Baldwin starting 4th. AJ, I'm sorry, but I don't want to even take a chance in butchering that name. The number 72 machine of AJ starting in the 5th spot. 6 going to be Chase Rickner in the 9 car. The 28 being Dustin B. Taylor starting 7th. With an 8th position, the 202 of Drew Boniface. Jacob Boxel starting in the 25 car in the 9th position, with Buddy Ware in the 10th outside. In the 11th car, John Curtis with Cade Nelson starting outside of him. So that is your field here for heat number 1 of the 358 modifieds of the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Race. Looks like the weather went away a little bit here, as we're going to take a peek at that. We are still here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. It's 74 degrees out with a 53% chance humidity here. It's partly cloudy with 2-mile-an-hour wind. This should be some great 358 action here as we kick off heat number 1 for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. Live only on the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. Man, listen to me stutter. Trent Dalton. Dennis Burgess. Looking to take the green flag here as the pace truck comes around 1 and 2. And it's going to pull off because the lights are off. The 31 down low, the 24 out high.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out for the number 31, Trent Dalton and Dennis Burgess. Looking to take to the first corner. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Dennis Burgess immediately rolled over in turn number 1 here for the 358s. There should definitely be a red flag out, but we cannot throw a red flag as we are going to keep her underway. No cautions for the heats. 4 laps down, 8 more left to go. Dalton. Dustin B. Taylor pulling up the 2nd position, right behind the 31 machine. Ripping the outside, he's got the 4 right behind him. John Curtis. Cade Nelson pulling up the 4th spot, and Buddy Ware in the 5th spot back there, all over the backside of Mr. Cade Nelson. Going to the outside, Buddy Ware looking to go around Cade Nelson back there. We have action side by side going on everywhere. Dustin B. Taylor looking to go to the inside of Trent Dalton here. 5 laps down of 12 here. Still side by side for the first spot here. The 31 out high. Dustin B. Taylor, and it says in the 28, but I don't think that's his car here. It's a number 5 down low. Oh yeah, the 4 looking to poke to the inside. Oh, the 5 on the outside. The 4. Trent Dalton, John Curtis, Dustin B. Taylor battling up here for the 358s here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. We get ready to go around. We have 2 laps. Let's go. The 31 down low, the number 5, the 5 out high. Trent Dalton, Dustin B. Taylor battling it out here for the lead still. Trent Dalton on the low side. in that 31 car. The 5 car getting a little loose coming out of 3 and 4. They're going by the flag stand here. Looks like the 17 on the inside. Buddy Ware making his way up to the 2nd position, starting in the 7th spot here. Although Buddy started in the 10th spot. Coming from the back, the 10th position, the 17 moving up into the 2nd. White flag waving as the checker flag comes out. Congratulations to Trent Dalton, Buddy Ware, and Dustin B. Taylor on their podium here tonight for heat number 1 of the 358s for the Dirtdog International Recruitment Race. We're going to check out heat number 2 as they get ready to grid for heat number 2. All right, heat number 2, we got Henry Chambers starting on the pole in that 21 car with Cameron Ritter starting in the 2nd spot. Dennis Gardner starting in the 3rd with the 22 machine. And Bradley Boyer starting 4th with the 32 car. The number 2 of Isabella Van Orden, starting in the 5th spot. 6th, going to be Ryan Battle. Brennan Bogo starting 7th with James Boniface in the 8th. Marcus Miller starting 9th with Nicholas Shell in the 10th spot. Ian Walton starting 11th, and in the 12th, Brady Hauser. So that is your field rounded off here as we get ready to go heat 2 for the 358 modifieds. And after this 358 race, we will be doing a 360 sprint cars race following this. Here, the lobby will be up at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then following the 360s will be the front-wheel drive Kia Optimas SuperChallengers tailing off the night here. Henry Chambers, Cameron Ritter looking to take the green flag as they have a nice tight formation up here in the front. Side by side, Chambers, Ritter, pace truck is off. Chambers jumps to an early start on that green flag there. The 21 taken to the front of the 122. Real quick, Cameron Ritter in the 2nd spot with Ryan Battle back there battling with Dennis Gardner as they go side by side for the 3rd position. Gardner down low, Battle up high. 16 out high behind the number 22, the 6. Sorry, excuse me, that's the 6. The 6 or the 9? That's the 6. The 6 still all over the backside of the 122 as they rip the outside here in 358 modified. The 16 following the seat right behind the number 6. And the 21 Henry A. Chambers leading this train here. Top 4 real close together. Milliseconds off of each other. Any mistakes, these guys could capitalize on one another if anything happens, or could be collected into the mess of what could potentially cause a big pile. So, with that being said, these guys are doing pretty good here. They're running this recruitment race here, all bunched up here for the top 4. Ripping it out. Henry Chambers still leading this thing. Cameron Ritter in the 2nd spot. Gardner still trying to hold off the battle here. As that is our top 4 battling it out. They almost go too wide here. Back here, we got Nicholas Shell trying to find his legs in the 512 machine to come up to the backside of Ryan Battle. And it looks like Brady Hauser still out here trying to find his legs here in the 358s. Top 4 still battling it out side by side. The 16 looking to get underneath the 6, but not able to do so as the 6 finds his legs on the outside and able to get a run coming around. Oh, a little clip from the lap traffic there. I believe that was Brady Hauser. Chambers still battling Ritter. Down low, the 21 out high, the 122. 2 laps left to go. Here for this 358 modified heat race number 2. Oh, the contact, the 122, the 21. Making some contact there. The white flag comes out. Henry Chambers led the whole thing. Ritter going around. Now currently in the lead. Ritter going to the outside, hanging around for that checkered flag, waving. Dennis Gardner pulling up the second spot. And Ryan Battle in the third. Nicholas Schell pulling up the fourth. And Chambers falls back into the fifth spot. Some contact, a little bit of loosey-goosey, and she went around. Very unfortunate for Henry Chambers. And that's racing sometimes here as we get ready to grid for heat number 3 of the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing here. We got Ryan Nardon starting on the pole here in that 33 machine with Christian Jansen starting second. Eric Gann starting in the third spot with Scott Thompson starting fifth. Jeff Lamb in the 67 machine starting in the fifth position. Fourth position was Scott Thompson, excuse me. Fifth being Jeff Lamb. Ethan Decker pulling up the sixth spot. Brent Norman starting seventh. Eighth going to be Robbie Artie. Ninth going to be Brody Brown. 10th going to be Nicholas Lamb. And rounding out the top of the field here in the 11th spot will be William Burgess. And that is for heat number 3 here for the 358 modifieds. At Lima Lamp for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Race, brought to you by Chummy Motorsports and Lamb's Custom Decal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 10 cars and 12 laps. It's supposed to be 11, but it looks like Mr. Ethan Decker didn't show up for the gridding here. So we have 10 cars and 12 laps as the green flag comes out. Christian Jansen. Got Ryan Nordon down low of him. And it looks like Robbie Artie. Ardry. Already getting collected there. One of them guys in the back ended up making some contact there. Ryan Nordon and Scott Thompson battling side by side as they go 3 wide for the second position here. For the second time, Brody Brown and Scott Thompson. Ryan Nardon battling it out for second. Is Christian Jansen going to look to try to run away as he comes into 3 and 4. Still tail to nose. Brody Brown and not Ryan Nardon. 10 machine on the outside gets collected a little bit as he got loose and makes a contact there with Mr. Ryan Nardon. No. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was Mr. Nardon. Brody Brown and Scott Thompson still battling it out. 5 of 12 down. Looking to make it halfway here. 6 of 12. 6 left to go. Jansen, Brown, Thompson. Lamb now. Nick moving up into the 4th spot. And number 5 car right there on the outside here for the 358s, looking to find his ground here to the backside of Mr. Scott Thompson in the 35. Christian still trying to run away from Brody Brown here as they come into 1 and 2 side by side. The 67 of Jeff Lamb comes down in front of the 43 and makes a little bit of contact. Brody Brown and Christian Jansen make some contact there. Now Scott Thompson moving up into the first position with Nicholas Lamb right behind him in the second. Not far off, Brody Brown and Christian Jansen. Jeff Lamb getting a little loose there. Nothing intentional there, just getting a little loose and made a little bit of contact there, spinning them guys around. Jeff Lamb giving it back, though, to number 5, Nicholas Lamb on the outside there. Got Brody Brown poking to the inside. Thompson still trying to run with it. The 35 on the backstretch, going into 3 and 4. The 35 coming around for the flag stand here. White flag out for Scott Thompson, Nicholas Lamb, and Brody Brown as they go 3 wide with Christian Jansen, Nicholas Brown, and Brody back here for the second spot. Still 44 down low, 5 out high. Oh no, sorry, that's the 11. It looked like 44. Second flag waving. Nicholas Lamb able to hang on to the second spot. Congratulations to Scott Thompson, Nicholas Lamb, and Brody Brown on that heat race here. We're going to move into the Consolations Grid here. Chase Rickner starting on the pole with Henry Chambers starting outside of him. Robbie Ardry in the third position with Jacob Boxell starting fourth. Brady Hauser starting fifth with the sixth position going to Ryan Nardon. Michael Baldwin starting seventh with Brennan Bogo starting eighth. Jeff Lamb in the 67 starting ninth with John Curtis starting 10th. Brady Boyer starting the 11th position here with the 12th being William Burgess. Dennis Burgess pulling up the 13th spot. Isabella Van Orden. Oh yeah, we got to do this here for you. Ooh, this here for you so you can see here. Brett Norman starting 15th. Isabella Van Orden starting 14th there. Richard Tabor starting in the 16th spot with James Boniface starting 17th. 18th being Eric Gann. AJ, I don't want to take a chance of whacking your name, starting in the 19th spot. Marcus Miller starting 20th, and in the 21st, Ethan Decker, Drew Boniface, and Van Walton rounding out the top of the field. But I don't think any of them guys ended up showing up. I believe we have 11 cars. Tail in the field will be Mr. Dennis Burgess. So Chase Rickner looking to take the green flag with Henry A. Chambers for our first consolation race of the evening. For the 358 modifieds here. Brought to you by Chummy Motorsports and Lamb Custom Decal. We got 11 cars and 15 laps here for the 358s. As we get ready to go green flag racing. The green flag is out. Chambers to the outside. The 21 looking to try to run away from the outside here as he gets an awesome run coming out of 1 and 2. The 9 machine down low of the 21 coming around 3 and 4 to the flag stand. The 21, Henry A. Chambers, is the leader. Chase Rickner in the second spot pulling up in that 9 machine there. Boxell in the third spot. Battling back there, you had Ryan Nardon now into the 4th spot. And in 5th, it's going to be Michael Baldwin. Oh, Dennis Burgess. As Dennis Burgess was able to just make his way around the outside of that 24 machine going side by side here. And the 1 and 2 trying to find his legs to come up to the backside of Brady Hauser. Dennis Burgess working the 5th position here in the 24 car. Chambers running away from Rickner. He led all of his heat and had a little bit of misfortune coming out of 3 and 4, as I remember from the heat. Chambers looking to make his redemption. 6 laps down of 15. We have 9 laps left to go for the 21 car. Chambers trying to hold off Rickner and Boxell. Boxell in the 25 car behind Rickner in the 9. Pulling up the 3rd spot. Lap 8 of 15 now, the 9. The 25 trying to track down the 9 on the outside here. Jacob Boxell. Chase Rickner as they make their way around the flag stand again here. The 9 hanging on to the mid to high line there, but the 25 staying to the outside. 25. Still pulling up the third spot. He's got the 9 of Chase Rickner right behind him. Actually, not right behind him much. Right in front of him. What am I saying? Not behind him at all. Chase is still sitting in the second spot behind Chambers. Let me get all confuzzled. 2 more laps to go. 13 of 15 here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. The 21 able to pull off front of Chase Rickner and hang on to all these laps so far here in this Consolation Race, the last chance qualifier. Try to make your way up into the feature here. Chambers making his way around for the white flag to wave. And the white flag is waving. Rickner, Boxel, Baldwin, Nardon rounding out your top 5 here. The 21 coming around 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, excuse me, as the checkered flag is waving. Henry A. Chambers, Chase Rickner in the second spot, and Caleb Boxwell pulling up the third. Congratulations to the podium of tonight's 358 Consolation Race. And starting the feature grid here tonight will be Mr. Trent Dalton with Cameron Ritter on the outside here, with Scott Thompson pulling up the third and Buddy Ware in the fourth spot. Dennis Gardner pulling up fifth with Nicholas Lamb in the sixth spot. Seventh going to be Dustin B. Taylor in that 28 machine. I believe he's in the 4 though, or the 5 I mean. And in the 8th, Ryan Battle. 9th going to be Brody Brown, with 10th going to be Cade Nelson. 11th going to be Nicholas Schell. And 12th going to be Christian Jansen. Henry Chambers is going to be the 13th position, with the 14th being Chase Rickner. Jacob Boxel in the 15th spot. 16th going to Michael Baldwin. Ryan Nardon in the 17th. 18th being Brady Hauser. Robbie Ardry in the 19th spot, with Jeff Lamb starting 20th. And rounding out the end of the field here, Eric Gann in the 21st position. And that is it for our grid here tonight for the feature of the 358s modifieds, as we get ready to go racing live at Lima Land Motorsports Park, only on the Dirt Dog International Racing Network here. The 31, the 121 looking to take the green flag. Here's the pace truck, pulls off.
Green, green, green.
31 jumping out to a nice early lead. The 35 of Scott Thompson right behind him. Down low there of Cameron Ritter. Battling action everywhere. The 5 machine up on the outside there. Nicholas Lamb trying to hang on to the 4th spot there. Got Brody Brown and Dustin B. Taylor right behind him. We are green flag action. We got 40 laps here tonight. So we go 358 modified action. Trent Dalton still leading this thing in the 31 machine. Cameron Ritter making a move to the inside of the 35 and a half 122 car. Pulling up the second position, Scott Thompson trying to hang on to that second spot and trying to go to the outside of the 122 to find his legs. But Bubba, they ain't dead. Side-by-side action at 35. Caution comes out for the 67 machine of Jeff Lamb, as the caution just comes out just in the nick of time. A little bit of contact there, but nothing too damaging for the front guys here. Mr. Trent Dalton still trying to run away from Mr. Scott Thompson and Cameron Ritter, though. First caution of the evening here for the 358 modifieds. I will be right back because I have to go tend to my kids real quick.
Green flag, green flag. Caution, yellow flag.
All right, it looks like we are under caution again here. Not too sure what happened. As my kids knock on the door again. Yes, baby, what do you need? All right, we have the 31 still out front. Trent Dalton got Cameron Ritter on the backside here. Dalton, Ritter, Thompson taking a green flag here, 7 of 40 down. Ritter on the backside of Dalton. Got Tom set there in the 35 machine all over the backside of the 122. Brody Brown on the low side of the 35 trying to make some moves on that low side, making a low side work. It looks like Nicholas Lamb in that 5 orange machine there all over the backside of Brody Brown. They're rounding out the top 5 here. Top 5 so close here as the yellow flag comes out again as they come on to the back stretch. Oh. Whoa. What in the heck just happened? Holy cow. That was a sudden game changer. We had a blackout and then all of a sudden screens are switching and flipping and flopping. We didn't know what happened. But we're back here. We still got the action going on. It looks like we had 9 or 8 laps down of 40 as the yellow flag was brought out. The 31 still got the 122 on the backside here. Gonna look to make some moves as the pace truck pulls off the 122 on the backside of the 31, but Trent Dalton able to get a good jump on the pack as the green flag comes out. The 35 is Scott Thompson right on the backside, going to the inside of Cameron Ritter here in the 35 car. The 122 hanging on to the outside, the 35 right behind him on the outside. Nicholas Lamb almost getting into the backside of Mr. Brody Brown, too. Almost going 3 wide here for the 5th spot here. Nicholas Lamb battling with Brody Brown here for 4th. But it looks like the 16 car looking to make his way to the outside of the number 5 machine here. Ryan Battle making some moves on the outside, working that outside to try to work on the 11 car. Brody Brown pulling up the 4th position. And it looks like Cameron Ritter was able to still hang on to the 2nd spot here with the 35 all over backside of him. Scott Thompson. Top 3 so close, the one mistake, anything could happen. Yellow flag comes out, lap 15 of 40. as the 358s go under caution here. So as we go under caution, let's try to see what brought that caution out here. Might have been this. The number 5 up into the wall, gets a little loose and gets piled in the side by the 36 machine. So I believe that is what brought out the caution here for lap number 16. Stay tuned after this. We got the 360 sprint cars coming up next after these 358 modifieds. And the green flag is most definitely out for Trent Dalton. As Trent Dalton's trying to run away from Cameron Ritter and Scott Thompson on the outside there. Ritter staying mid to high. Got the 35 working on the outside, trying to make a move. The 16 tries to go to the inside of Mr. Brody Brown, but doesn't make it work. Ryan Battle back there battling with Nicholas Lamb and Brody Brown. Big pile up here. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. And the yellow flag comes out. It looked like some lap traffic being involved here. Nope, that wasn't it. It was involved with Mr. Trent Dalton. Oh yeah, contact and a rollover. Mr. Trent Dalton in the 31, flipping his big block modified, the 358 modified, excuse me. Thompson, Battle, Dalton. Gonna reline these guys back up to try to get them in their spots to grid back up and race this, as we are almost halfway down here. Green flag going out with a jump there from the number 31 as he pushes it 3 wide for the second position there. Scott Thompson able to hang on to it. Got Ryan Battle in the second spot. Trent Dalton staying in that third spot there. Got Jacob Boxwell right on the backside. Battle Thompson ripping the outside. The 16 following suit with the 35 here. Going around as we are a little over halfway now. 1 lap over halfway. We have 19 laps left to go. With the slide job, the 16 wasn't able to make it work. The 35 able to go right around him and hang on to that first spot here. The 16 all over the backside of Mr. Thompson. Ryan Battle. Got Trent Dalton working that outside to try to make his way back up here. $16 still all over the backside of the 35 there. Almost looked like he gave him a nudge coming out of 3 and 4. Going into 1 and 2. The 35 still hanging on to the top side with the 16 back on the back bumper. We're going to look at Mr. Rickner from the 6th spot here, battling it out with Mr. Boxel right in front of him in a 25 car. These guys trying to find their legs here. Back here, there's some action going on. The 5 got the 122 working to the inside. Thompson, Ryan battled. Trent Dalton still in the front here. Nicholas Lamb got his hands full as he was pushed to the back, as he once was up here into the 4th position before the cautions have come out. The 35 still leading this thing off here with the 16 still on the backside bumper. The 31 finding his ground. Trent Dalton trying to track these guys down, trying to run them off the course of he trying to make his own way here. The 16 still on the backside of the 35. Any mistakes here, Trent Dalton will be able to capitalize if he doesn't get involved. It looks like the 43 of Christian back there coming up to the backside of the 31 too as the caution comes out. We need to go check to see what that caution was. It looks like Mr. Michael Baldwin was involved with this one. Nicholas Lamb going to the outside of the 23 there. The 23 slides up, and Nicholas Lamb in the 5 car makes a little contact, helping Mr. Michael Baldwin right around there. As it totally didn't look intentional. But they are hard racing out here. We have 10 laps left to go of this 358 modified race here. .31 on the backside of the 16 Ryan battle. Scott Thompson still leading this thing in that 35 car. The pace lights are off the truck, and they are getting ready to go green flag racing again here at Lima Land Motorsports Park.
Green, green, green.
We are 3/4 of the way down here. A quarter left here. 10 laps left to run this down. The 31 going to the inside. Trent Dalton working to the inside of the 16 Ryan battle. Giving that outside line up to Christian Jansen. Now it looks like we're going to go 2 wide, 2 lanes back. As they come into 3 and 4. Some contact with the 16. And it looks like Mr. Christian there. As Christian now battling with the 31. The 31 down low. The 67 of lap traffic. Jeff Lamb trying to stay out of everybody's way. Jansen now jumping out front of the 35 with only 6 laps left to go. The 31 still down low. The 35 back here trying to hang on to the 3rd spot. Trent Dalton. Christian Jansen. New leader. Got lap traffic coming up. Michael Baldwin in the 23 car. Ripping the outside here. Christian Jansen trying to hang on to it. 5 laps left to go. Some contact with the 23. Bringing out the caution. Should bring out the caution anyway. Holy cow. Big contact there. We were able to watch what happened to bring that one out there as Cameron Ritter, and it looks like Nicholas Lamb now moving. Nope. I am wrong. I was way wrong. Scott Thompson, the 35, moving up into the 1st spot with Trent Dalton. Oh, I'm still wrong. Jeez. Holy cow. Christian Jensen, Jacob Boxwell, and Trent Dalton rounding out your top 3. .358 presented to you by Chummy Motorsports, Lamb's Custom Decal, and of course the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I have been your host, Jacob Keith, and we got plenty more racing left to go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the 360s coming up right after the 358s. Matter of fact, the lobby is up in 1 minute. And then after the 360s, we have the front wheel drive SuperChallengers. And I don't know what happened there, but that was a very, very, very horrible restart as everybody was getting antsy to try to take these last few laps. Let's see if we were able to see what happened exactly there. is it? Where is it? I think it was the 23 here getting ready to start on the green. Just getting a little antsy, clipping into the 25 as he gave her just a smidgen too much gas there. Michael Baldwin clipping the backside of Mr. Jacob Boxel. We have 3 laps left to go here, the 358 modifieds, and then we will be jumping over to the 360 sprint cars here for the Dirtdog International Recruitment Race, and all publicly hosted. Just look for the host named Jacob Lamb as we get ready to rip green flag racing here. The 31, the 122 on the outside there. The 5, Nicholas Lamb, shooting to go to the outside of these guys. Trent Dalton going down low, 3 wide for the front. Trent Dalton, Mr. Ritter, and Mr. Jansen. Now looks like Nicholas Lamb going to try to pull up the 3rd spot from the outside run there as he gets a run on Mr. Trent Dalton. Trent Dalton making a little contact there, but able to keep it under control. Lamb hanging on to the 3rd spot here as they get around for the white flag from the backstretch, going into 3 and 2, or 3 and 4, excuse me, with that white flag waving in the air. Trent Dalton falling back into the 5th spot. Nicholas Lamb making a move for the 2nd spot. That 5 car on a rail as he's gained a few spots here to move up into the 2nd spot. Ryan Battle trying to make the slide job work, and Nicholas Lamb able to hold on to it. Congratulations to Christian Jansen, Nicholas Lamb, and Ryan Battle here tonight for the 358 Dirtdog International Recruitment Race in here. Now just bear with me as we get ready to go to the 360 sprint car lobby here next. So stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try to get these guys in here as they are filing in pretty quickly here. We're going to check out the weather report for tonight for the 360 sprint cars. We have 6-mile-an-hour wind, and it is definitely cloudy as the clouds are overhailing here in Alida, Ohio. 62% humidity with 69-degree weather, so it's feeling pretty good out here. Some might say that's chilly. I say that's just right. As always, go check out our website here for the Dirt Dog International. Check out the stuff we have going on here. This is the 358. No. These are the 360 sprints. And at the end of the 360 sprints, we will also have the Super Challengers, the Kia Optimas, coming up next after these 360 sprint cars. So stay tuned here for that. And these guys have about 10 minutes left of practice, so I'm going to let these guys do what they got to do. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs and do the thing that I got to do and get something to drink and take these kids and put them in their baths and, yeah, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned here for another 10 minutes as we bring you more 360 sprint car action here at Lima Land Motorsports Park, excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these 360 sprint cars are finishing up their practice now as we get ready to grid up for heat number 1 here for the 360 sprint car recruitment racing here at the Dirt Dog International. All right, pulling up grid number 1. We got Eric Gann starting on the pole. Next to him on the outside is going to be Austin Willens. Brett Wright starting in the 3rd spot. And in the 4th, Brett Carlton. Pulling up the 5th spot, Corey Neal with Brody Brown on the outside in the 6th. Jeremy Hutton starting 7th. And in the 8th spot, Nicholas Schell. Dominic, I'm going to try my best not to butcher your name here, man. Ritter with James Burke in 10th. Dominic starting 9th. Austin O'Neill tailing the field here in the 11th spot here. And that is our starting heat number 1. Starting grid of heat number 1 here. Austin Willings and Eric Gann looking to take the green flag here at Limaland for heat number 1 in the 360 sprint cars race here for the recruitment race of the Dirt Dog International, brought to you by Chummy Motorsports and Lamb's Custom Decal. We have 12 laps, 11 cars, 12 laps here at Limaland Motorsports Park. The pace truck lights are off as these 360 sprints are going to bunch up and try to get a nice tight formation here as the green flag comes out here for the 360 sprints. Eric Gann taking to an early lead there, but he's got the 14 of Brett Wright trying to make a move to the inside right behind him here. Go to the low side. It looks like Gann getting into the Wright getting into the backside of Gann there. Eric Gann hanging on to the low side there. Jeremy Hutton able to make a run around the outside of Mr. Eric Gann here. Austin Willings still trying to work to the inside of Mr. Gann. Holy cow. Eric going up to the top, getting into the wall a little bit. Jeremy Hutton hanging on to the front side here as he's running away from the whole rest of the pack here. Austin Willings back here in the bunch, side by side with Corey Neal. Austin O'Neill as well there, making the slide job in that white and blue machine here. Ripping the outside. The number 11, Austin O'Neill. Pulling up the 3rd position. Nicholas Schell now moving up into the 4th. Austin Willings falling back into the 5th spot here. The 51 got the 11 poking to the inside. Austin O'Neill trying to make a move, but Eric Gann able to hang on to the 2nd position here. As we are at lap 7 of 12 here for the heat racing here with 360 sprint cars. Little contact there, Eric and Austin O'Neill. And it looks like we got Austin Willens back here. It looked like he was rolling, but I could be wrong. Austin O'Neill trying to work that bottom to come up to the backside of Jeremy Hutton. I hope I'm saying these names right. I'm very bad with names. Lap 10 of 12. So we have 2 laps left to go when they cross the line here. Next lap around, white flag will be waving as they are almost side by side going into 3 and 4. They are coming out of 3 and 4. The 11 machine working to the inside of Jeremy Hutton in the 66 on the outside. Hutton able to work the outside with the run. The 11 trying to throw the slide job here for the checker flag waving, but Jeremy Hutton able to pull the 360 victory out here in heat number 1. Congratulations to Jeremy Hutton, Austin O'Neill, and Eric Gann, as they are the podium sitters here for heat number 1. Awesome racing here with the 360 sprint cars. Now we are going to grid for heat number 2 here. We got Mike Busby Starting on the pole here with Mitchell Schlater. Starting in the second spot, Trent Beeson starting third, with Jeff Lamb in the 67 machine starting fourth. On the outside, the 37 starting fifth, Sean Stevens. Sixth will be Cameron Ritter. Seventh being Nicholas Lamb. Eighth going to be Caden Butler. Ninth going to be Cooper Quick. 10th rounding out the end of the field here, Landon McKenzie here. And I'm not sure if Mr. Beeson, Cameron Ritter, or Landon ended up gridding up for this 360 race here. So we will get underway here for heat number 2 for the 360 sprints, brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports. Also, the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you may have. We are everywhere. If you want to get in on the action, it is open to anybody out there. You can't get into the 360s now as practice is over, but you can have a chance to run the front-wheel drive Super Challengers if you would like to, as that will be up here after the 360 sprints. And they are green flag racing. Mike Busby and Sean Stevens, man, jumping up into that second spot in that green and purple machine. Actually, that purple and green machine. Stevens on the low side, Busby out top. Schlater falling back into the third spot there. Stevens going to the inside of Busby, but Busby has the run on the outside. Side by side going into 1 and 2. Stevens, Busby. Stevens able to take the first position here. As Mike Busby's going to try to work around the backside on the high side here. Going by the flag stand here, coming down into 1 and 2. Mike Busby still on the outside in the second position, working behind Sean Stevens. Trying to make the slide job work, but doesn't. Almost make some contact with Sean Stevens there. Stevens able to hang on to it. Mike Busby, now Busby working to the outside. Excuse me. Cooper back here battling it out with Mitchell Schlater. Cooper. Quick. Still got Schlater to the outside. Nicholas Lamb following in suit right behind Quick. Got Schlater down low. Stevens still trying to work away from Busby. Lap 7 of 12 here for heat number 2. For the Dirt Dog International 360 recruitment race. Also, if you don't know how to apply, in the link in the description, after all the racing is done, I will edit the description and we will have the links in there for you to be able to click. Sean Stevens still leading Mike Busby here as they have 2 laps left to go. Once he comes by the flag stand here, it'll be white flag waving next time around. Sean Stevens, Mike Busby, Mitchell Schlater in the third spot. Cooper Quick pulling up the fourth. And I'm not sure what happened to Nicholas Lamba. It looks like Nick may have jumped into the pits there. Very unfortunate for top 5 there. But Sean Stevens now working to the backside of Cooper Quick. As the white flag is waving from or checker flag is waving from Mr. Sean Stevens and Mike Busby. Mitchell Schlater and Cooper Quick. We're going to grid up for heat number 3 here as we got Ryan Heckman starting on the pole. What looks like Jamie Tolson starting outside him. Adam Dim starting third with Robert Charette in the 64, representing HRH Motorsports. In the 4th position, Trent Dalton starting 5th. Jonathan White starting in the 6th position. Whitney Cook starting 7th. Chad Burt starting 8th. Kirk DeWeese starting 9th. Jason Gordon starting 10th. Rounding out your grid for heat number 3 here. And I believe only 5 cars showed. Maybe 6. Nope, just 5. So here we go. Adam Dim, Chad Burt, Whitney Cook, Jason Gordon, Kirk DeWeese, Looking for the green flag as the pace trucks pulling off for the 360 Sprints Heat. Number 3. 12 cars, 5 laps. As we are green flag racing, the 39 jumps out to an early lead there, but he's got Chad Burt to the inside already, trying to contest for that number 1 spot here as they almost go 3 wide. The 39 getting a little loose, coming down into Chad Burt. Whitney Cook pulling up the 3rd spot in that blue and orange machine, going to the inside of the white and orange machine there. The 11 hanging on to the 3rd spot there. Whitney Cook. Chad working the outside there. Mr. Burt trying to make his run around Adam Dim, and he does. Kurt Burt, Adam Dim, Whitney Cook. That rounds out your top 3. Some very unfortunate things happened there. Chad Burt now currently your leader. Kirk DeWeese pulling up the 2nd spot. Whitney Cook still in that 3rd in the 11 machine. That blue and orange car working to the inside of Kirk DeWeese here as they almost go side by side going onto the back stretch, going into 3 and 4. The 16 still has the 11 car right on his tail. Chad Burt still going to lead this thing off here in the 26 car. Ripping the outside that white and orange machine. Got 2 laps to go once they come around back to the flag stand. DeWeese still back here. Got Whitney and Jason Gordon battling it out. Now the 11 trying to come down low, not trying to get into the blue and green machine there of Jason Gordon. Chad Burt coming around for the white flag, waving as the 26 machine is ran away and trying to keep running. Chad Burt taking the checkered flag here. Kirk DeWeese in the 2nd spot with Jason Gordon pulling up the 3rd and Whitney Cook pulling up the 4th. And that is heat number 3 here. We are looking at heat number 4 as we are going to grid. Caden Cornell starting in the 1st spot with Jordan Mallheader starting in the 2nd. Caleb Kessler in the 3rd position with Logan T. Johnson starting 4th. 5th going to be Dominic Calloway. 6th going to be Christian Jansen. Tyler Crimmins starting in the 7th spot. Zachary Brooks in the 8th. And Robert Perfit starting 9th. But I believe there's only 6 cars. Some of these guys not gridding. As we get ready to go 360 racing here for the 4th and I believe final heat. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Jordan Mallheader, Caleb Kessler, excuse me. Looking to take the green flag here. Mallheader in the 13. Got the Red Bull machine of the 1 down low, the 84. Trying to push to the 3 wide already in the early start of that heat jump here. The 13 able to hang on to it. The 1 car though. Caleb Kessler ended up getting into some unfortunate events and going around back there. The 13 still able to hang on to it though. Zachary Brooks working that outside, trying to make a move to the outside of the 13 car of Jordan Mallheader. Brooks working that outside. These 360 are brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports here tonight. And also the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. The 84 machine hanging out of the second spot, trying to make a move and find his legs to the backside of Maw Hitter here out front. Jordan in the 13. Still leading this thing 6 laps down, 6 laps to go. 5 when he comes around to the flag. Jansen now into the third spot. He's got Crimmins back here, not too far off. The 20 car here. Ooh, looks like Brooks getting even closer now. Maw Hitter feeling the pressure. The 13 car working the mid to low line. Here at Lima Land Motorsports Park, anything can happen here as Zachary Brooks is trying to work around the outside of Jordan Maw Hitter with it looks like 3 laps left to go. Brooks maybe getting some of that commentator's curse. Oh, and some contact there with the 13 and the 84 car. Zachary Brooks taking the door slam to the 13 now. He's going to let it go back around. So he's going to try to give him a fair race here. Not anybody wants to win like that. The 84 giving it back for the white flag here as he's going to battle that 13 car side by side here. The 84 down low right behind the number 13. Trying to go to the low line. The 13 stays up mid to high as he takes the checker flag. Jordan, I almost called him Jason Maw Hitter. Jordan Maw Hitter. Zachary Brooks pulling up the second. And Kristen Jansen in the 20 machine pulling up the third spot. All right, we're going to see the grid here for the Consolation Race for the 360s. We got Corey Neal starting on the pole with Nicholas Lamb to the outside of him. Adam Dim starting third with Robert Parfit starting in the 4th spot. Austin Willings in the 5th. Jeff Lamb starting 6th in the 67 car. In the 30 car, Ryan Heckman starting 7th. In the number 1, Caleb Kessler starting 8th, 9th being Brett Wright, 10th being the 34th Caden Butler, 11th going to be the 28th of Jamie Tolson, 12th going to be the 50th of Caden Cornell, 13th going to be Dominic Redderer, Trent Beesom starting 14th, Robert Charette starting 15th out of HRH Motorsports in that 64 machine. I'm not sure if all them cars even showed up. But nonetheless, we have 360 sprint car action going on here. With 4 cars. And it looks like 15 laps. Should be clean green run here for the 360 sprints. Recruitment race, Consolation Race, last chance qualifier to get into the A main. Believe everybody should make it here. Green flags out. Corey Neal, Nicholas Lamb on the outside. Nicholas working with the outside. Dominic Reederer down low there. Now Dominic working the outside of Corey Neal. No, Neal was the outside car there. Reederer is in the 1st position now. Nicholas Lamb still in the 3rd position trying to hang on to his 3rd spot here as he's got Robert Parfit poking to the inside. Side-by-side action coming out of 3 and 4. Nicholas Lamb, Robert Parfit as Nicholas Lamb has the run on him. The 007 machine on the outside of the 7-Eleven. Nicholas Lamb looking to find his ground on the mid to high line. Working on the backside of the 007, still out front. Dominic Raderer. Man, I have a hard time with that last name. Corey Neal with the 007 on the outside of Nicholas Lamb here, battling side by side, going by the flag stand. Nick still down low to mid. 007 looking to go down low now. And this Nick Lamb not looking to give a whole lot of room, but able to give some room. As the 007 clipped the tire and got a little loose there. Going by the flag stand, coming out of 2 now. Going into 3 and 4. Nicholas hanging on to the second spot here as the 007's going to look to try to gain some ground in that third position on the high side. 5 laps left to go here for this consolation race. Dominic Rader, Nicholas Lamb, Corey Neal, Robert Parfit. Three laps left to go. Nicholas Lamb trying to find his line to the backside of Mr. Dominic here. Corey Neal falling back just a little bit. Not too far off of Nick here. That number 3 machine still out front as the checker flag waves here for the last chance qualifier to get into the feature. All right, and it is time for feature grid here. Jeremy Hutton starting on the pole with Sean Stevens starting outside of him. Chad Burt starting in the 3rd spot in that 26 machine. And Jordan Mawheader starting in the 13th car in the 4th position. Austin O'Neill starting 5th in the 11 car. Mike Busby starting in the 127 machine in the 6th spot. Kirk DeWeese in the 27 car starting 7th. Zachary Brooks in the 84 starting 8th. 9th going to be Eric Gann in the 51. Michael Schlater in the 25 machine starting 10th. Jason Gordon in the 11 car, or in the 10 car starting 11th. Christian Jansen starting 12th. Nicholas Shell starting 13th with Cooper Quick starting 14th. Tyler Crimmins starting 15th. Whitney Cook starting 16th. Nicholas Lamb 17th. Dominic Ritterer 18th. And Corey Neal 19th. And that is your feature grid here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to run the 360 sprint cars for the Dirtdog International Recruitment Race, brought to you by Chummy Motorsports, Lamb Custom Decals, and the Dirtdog International Racing Network. Green flag is out. Jeremy Hutton, Sean Stevens take it to a green flag here as they go 3 wide here into 1 and 2 for the 2nd spot here. Sean Stevens trying to hang on to the outside there. He's got the white and orange machine of Chad Burt working that inside here as he's got Austin O'Neill trying to poke to the inside as well. 3 wide for 1st position here as our yellow flag comes out for Jeremy Hutton. Let's check out who it was on. Looks like Mr. Mike Busby. The 13 car coming up, getting into the wall there with the right rear. Well, that doesn't even show. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so he just did a little spin out, and they threw the flag on him. Jeremy Hutton, not wanting that caution flag to come out already, but it did. Chad Burt. Gonna hang on to the outside here for the 360 sprint cars. $40 laps. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as the green flag is waving. Jeremy Hutton to a nice early lead on these guys. Sean Stevens still trying to hang on to the second spot as we have another caution coming out on lap 4 of 40. See if we can spot what brought this one out. Looks like Mitchell Schlater here getting a little loose on the outside, coming down right in front of somebody there. Just getting clipped and finished going around there. Very unfortunate for Mr. Schlater. Stevens in the second spot. Got Burt in the third spot right behind him. 36 laps to go. Pace truck's pulling off. Jeremy Hutton, Sean Stevens, Chad Burt taking a green flag here for the top three. As Sean Stevens gets hit by Chad Burt and goes almost right around. Still clean and green though here. Not too clean, but we are green. Sean Stevens still hanging on to the outside here, trying to hold on to that third spot here. Austin O'Neill moves up into the second spot. Jordan Mawhitter in the 13 car moving on up into the fourth position here, right behind Sean on the outside. As the yellow flag comes out again, ladies and gentlemen, we will check this out and see who it was. It looks like Mr. Whitney Cook. Getting a little slick on the outside. These guys are having a heck of a time hanging on to the outside. The 11 car here going around, get clipped by another car. It is tough to hang on to these 360 sprints on the outside. And these guys are trying to do their best here for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. Holy cow, these guys are getting too antsy here. Sean Stevens eating the bitter end of that one, ladies and gentlemen. Zachary Brooks, I believe, was the one that clipped him. I could be wrong, though. Could totally be wrong there. I don't want to point fingers, so I don't know who clipped him. But Zachary Brooks moving up into the third spot here. Kirk DeWeese on the low side battling it out. As we have a caution come out again. Try to see who that was. Looks like Sean Stevens was there involved in that. Going a little sideways. That's what brought out the caution right there. He went a little sideways and caused a little bit of a pile up in the back there. Getting a little slick on Lima Land here. Hutton, O'Neill, Brooks, DeWeese, Gordon, rounding out your top five here. As the pace truck gets ready to pull off the track. Hutton, O'Neill, Brooks looking for the green flag as the green flag is out. Jeremy Hutton, Zachary Brooks, Austin O'Neill, Gonna look to battle it out for the first position here, as Jeremy Hutton has the run on the outside of Zachary Brooks here. Austin O'Neill right on the tail side of that number 84. The 84 with the slide job comes up, a little contact there, but able to hang on to it. Jeremy Hutton. And the caution comes out. Let's see why the caution come out. I don't think Tyler Crimmins was the one that pulled the caution out, because the yellow flag came out before. So we have no clue who was caused into that caution there besides the one that was on the side there. Back up front, the pace truck's pulling back off Zachary Brooks, Austin O'Neill, Jason Gordon taking the green flag here as we are 10 laps, a quarter of the way through this race. The 360 Sprints brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decal, Chummy Motorsports, and Dirtdogs International Racing Network. Zachary Brooks, Austin O'Neill battling it out, and the caution comes out again, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Dominic Redder here in that number 3 machine. Oh, somebody got spun out right in front of him, and he come right in front of him. Nowhere to go. Ending up on the side. Very unfortunate there for Dominic. Worst case scenario for sure. Pace truck's got the lights on one more time around, and they should be off. There they go, I believe. All right, coming out of 1 and 2, the 84, the 11. The blue car back there, Jason Gordon, the 10 car. Getting a little loose, the 84 gets passed on the outside by the 11 there. Side-by-side action. Austin O'Neill on the outside. Zachary Brooks down low. Jason Gordon back there in the 10 car. Trying to battle it out on the low side with the 84. Side-by-side action coming out of 1 and 2, going into 3 and 4. The 11 car out front, the 10 in the second spot. 84 getting into the wall a little bit there, not trying to get into anybody. Almost got clipped back there by, it looked like Mr. Jordan Mawhitter. Almost butchered your name again. The 13 got a whole pack of cars right behind him on the outside. Chad Burt here. And the caution comes out lap 15 of 40. Here in another 6 minutes, the front-wheel drive Kias will be up and ready to rip, rock, and roll right after the 360s feature here. But here in 6 minutes, the lobby will be up for anybody that wants to come out and run the Kia Optimas here. The lobby will be up here. 6 more minutes. As we get ready to go front-wheel drive SuperChallenger action after the 360 sprints here. 11 car taking the green flag. Austin O'Neill, Jason Gordon able to hit, or not hit, take over the second spot there from the 13 of Jordan Mawhitter. Chad Burt right there back there on his tail. 17 of 40 here. Almost halfway down. The 10 on the backside of Jordan Mawhitter there. The 11 still out front. Big caution there. Big contact. I'm going to have to check, see exactly what that was, because I missed a little bit of that. Looks like Eric Gann here. Oh, yeah, some contact there with these open wheels. It sends you flying. You go every which way. I believe Jason Gordon has said too might have been involved into that. And the 10 car there on the backside of the 13. Got the 16 on the backside, but Mr. Bird up top there as he come right in front of him and got clipped. So that's what it was, bringing out the caution. The 13 still out front here. Mawhitter. Got Chad Burt. Gonna try to work to the outside. The 13, green flag out. Oh no, the 11's out front. Excuse me. The 11 leading this thing. Jordan Mawhitter still in the second spot with Chad Burt in the third spot on the outside. Got the 16 on the backside tail. Kirk DeWeese. They're almost 3 wide back there for third position. Coming out of 1 and 2. Going into 3 and 4, a little bit of contact, and maybe somebody touched the wall back there or something. Hitter. Holding on to the third spot there underneath Burt. Chad Burt on the outside still. Jordan going to work to the inside. Austin O'Neill working up to the backside of lap traffic here. Oh, and the lap traffic goes around, clipping Austin O'Neill. As that is very unfortunate there for Mr. Austin O'Neill. Caution out again, lap 23 of 40. Here we go. Pace truck getting ready to pull off here. Burt currently in the first position. Got Mawhitter right behind him. Kirk DeWeese pulling up the third. But it looks like Cooper Quick going to go to the inside real quick at the 16 there. Almost some contact back there with Whitney Cook. Mike Busby trying to work his way around Whitney Cook as well. Chad Burt looking to take a runaway. Take the race here from Jordan Mawhitter. In the third spot or second spot there, he's got Cooper Quick working to the inside of the 13 car here. 25 down of 40. Mawhitter with a little bit of blinking. Cooper Quick trying to work to the inside of the 13, but now he's got Kirk DeWeese right behind him on his tail. We got Chad Burt, Jordan Mawhitter, Cooper Quick in the third. Now Kirk DeWeese trying to pull up the third as he's inside the number 39 there, it looks like. As Cooper Quick got a little loopy there off the 1 and 2, going into 3 and 4. Austin O'Neill trying to work his way back up here. Currently sitting in the 4th spot. Caution comes out lap 28 of 40. as we are almost 3/4 of the way done here with the 360 sprint car race. Action going on everywhere. Cautions going on everywhere. But it is recruitment racing. Lap 29 of 40. Chad Burt, Jordan Mawhitter, Kirk DeWeese rounding out the top three here for the 360 sprint cars. Looks like Nicholas Lamb moving up into the top 5 now in the 360 sprint, sponsored by Dirtdog International. The 68 machine, Chad Burt out front, Jordan Mawhitter in the 13. Looking to track him down the 11 on the outside. Austin O'Neill working his way back up already into the second spot here in that 11 machine. Mawhitter going to work the bottom of 1 and 2 here, coming onto the back stretch here. He's got the 16 car of Kirk DeWeese trying to work to the outside, trying to make the slide job down low work. Getting into him just a little bit. The 16 lets up. Still Austin O'Neill working to go to the inside of Chad Burt. Burt to the outside, O'Neill down low. Side-by-side action up here for the lead, as we have 8 laps left to go here at Lima Land Motorsports Park for the 360 Sprint Car Recruitment Racing, brought to you by Dirtdog International Racing Network, Lamb's Custom Decals, and Chummy Motorsports. Austin O'Neill giving Sean Stevens and Chad Burt a run. On the bottom side, O'Neill working to go back to the outside. Burt back up front now. Stevens to the outside of second, in the second spot. Yellow flag comes out here with 5 laps left, or 6 laps left to go, excuse me. Burt, Stevens, O'Neill looking to take the green flags. The lights are off the pace truck here. 5 laps, 6 laps left to go here for the final shootout for the 360 Sprints recruitment race here. Can these guys keep it clean? Green flags out. The 68 out front. Sean Stevens pulling up the second spot. On the low side, Austin O'Neill on the outside there in the 11 car, able to go right around the 68, coming down low. Austin O'Neill currently your leader. Because I don't know what happened to Mr. O'Neill. With Sean Stevens now battling it out the outside of Chad Burt. Jordan Mawhitter pulling up the third spot. I don't know exactly what happened with Mr. Austin O'Neill there, but he was having an awesome run. Came from the back all the way to the front again. Sean Stevens, though, able to hang on to it. Jordan Mawhitter moving up into the second spot. Yellow flag coming out. 3 laps left to go. Please stay tuned with us as we have front-wheel drive Kia Optima action coming up next after the 360 sprints here. We're SuperChallenger style here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. right after these 360 sprints. So stay tuned as we have more racing action going on. Three laps left to go. Sean Stevens looking to try to hold these guys off. Chad Burt, Jordan Mawheader. Green flag is out. Sean Stevens jumping off to a nice early lead. Chad Burt right behind him on his tail. Mawheader going to the outside of Burt. They're going to have a battle back there. 2 laps left to go. White flag is waving as they come by the flag now. Sean Stevens hanging on to the low side. Jordan Mawheader. Mike Busby now moving into the third position here. Able to get around Nicholas Lamb on the outside, though. Battling it out. Checkered flag waving for Sean Stevens as he had Jordan Mawheader all over the backside. And Mike Busby battling it out with Nicholas Lamb here. Congratulations, though, to the top 5 rounding out to be Jason Gordon. Like I said, stay tuned. We have Kia Optimas coming up next here for the Dirt Dog International Recruitment Racing. So stay tuned for that as we get ready to go over and race the front-wheel drives. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again that I'm going to have to ask you to stand up and remove your hats as we do our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our national anthem. These guys have about 20 minutes left of their practice here, and we're going to try to get some more front-wheel drive Challenger Kia Optimas to form on in here. So stay tuned as we get ready for the front-wheel drive Super Challengers here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at the race info here tonight for the Super Challengers. All right, everybody. These guys should be finishing up their practicing now as we're going to get ready to grid up for the heats for the Super Challengers here tonight at Lima Land Motorsports Park. And here we are starting grid number 1. Manuel Lopez Manulap starting on the pole here with Mario Teagill starting second. Zachary Curtis starting in the third position. Jared Reamer starting fourth. Dina Gegg starting fifth. Nathan Alcabet in the sixth spot. Seventh being Jordan Mawheader. Eighth being Timothy Watson. Whitney Cook in the ninth position here. And 10th being Mike Busby. And that is your field here for Lima Land here tonight as we get ready to go front wheel drive Super Challenger racing. Pulling these front wheel drive cars up. Got them side by side, Busby and Whitney Cook here. Gonna get a tight formation once they can get up there. No, look like Gegg already into the wall here. So it's going to be a 3-car heat number 1 here. 3-car shootout here for heat number 1. Busby, Cook, Lopez, Manulap. As they get ready for the green flag here. And the green flag is out. 3 cars, 8 laps. Let's see if we can have some good, clean action here with the Chiefs car up on the high line. The green and black car pushing a little bit. Whitney Cook getting up into Mike Busby. Busby on the low side now in that Chiefs car back there. Gonna try to find his ground and make that car work if he's able to here. Manuel still out front here. Got Emmanuel Lopez out here leading this thing. Whitney Cook pulling up the second spot. Mike in the third position. Whitney pushing out way out wide there. Going into 1 and 2. Coming down into 3 and 4. Trying to hold the low line. The Kansas City Chiefs car behind him. Mike Busby finding his legs here in the front wheel drive Super Challenger series here. Track looks slick out there after all the racing we've done. The dirt Streetstocks, the 358s, the 360 sprints. Now the Super Challengers here. Is the Chief car looking to poke to the outside of the number 4. Again, the black and green car. Whitney Cook pushing a little bit there. Trying not to get up into the Chiefs car, but still pushing out wide. The 4 car got the Chiefs car making a move to the inside here. Whitney Cook, the 10 car. Lopez up high, the Chiefs car down low, trying to hang on to it. Mike Busby here for heat number 1. 3 laps left to go, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs car goes around. Cook drills Busby right in the side door there. Keeps him straight, keeps him going. As we got action going on here up with these 2. These 3. Manuel doing an awesome drive, trying to hang off Mike Busby, but Busby looking to make a move to the inside with a white flag waving. Whitney Cook in the back there. Busby trying to go to the outside. Manuel gets into him just a little bit, pushing up to the outside. Kansas City Chiefs car into the wall a little bit. Busby hanging on to the second spot as the checkered flag is waving. Manuel Lopez pushing that car hard, ladies and gentlemen. Pushing it hard. All right, we are going to grid now here for heat number 2 of the Super Challengers. Hopefully some more cars show up for this one. Samuel starting in the front position here. Starting number 1. Bruno going to be starting on the outside. Or on the inside in the 3rd spot with Joey Haas moving up into the 2nd spot. Juan. Looks like Madiv. Moving to the outside behind Haas. No moron. Sitting fourth. And that is your grid here for heat number 2. Haas, Juan Madiv, Bruno Alcaraz. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your guys' names here. Green flag out for Bruno, Joey, and Juan here. And Nail Moron here as they are side by side. Juan trying not to put Joey Haas up into the wall, but Juan Madiv getting into the inside of Bruno here as they're going to battle side by side here with these front wheel drive super challengers here in the Kia Optimas. Our race is brought to you by Chummy Motorsports, Lamb Custom Decals, and of course, Dirtdog International Racing Network. And it looked like Bruno checking Juan there as Juan ended up into the wall hard after Bruno, and Juan made some contact. Bruno still out front trying to chase down these guys and put them a lap down. Naul finding his ground here in that blue machine, ripping the bottom line. He's got Joey Haas going to the outside. No heats during no cautions during the heats here, but there will be cautions in the features, so these guys will have to be careful on how they are handling their cars here. Joey doing a good job trying to come up to the back of Nahul. Am I saying that right? I hope somebody could tell me if I'm saying that right. Nahul Morin in the 13 baby blue machine. Oh, Bruno. I don't know what happened to Bruno. Got Naul making him move around the bottom side there to the front. Something going on with that blue, that two-tone blue machine there out of Bruno. On the low side of the red car of Juan. Juan spinning Bruno out there. Holy cow, what's going on here? Cars are flipping, rolling, spinning everywhere. 2 laps left to go as they come around. White flag will be waving as Naul Morin is hanging on to the lead. Here it is, white flag waving the red car. Juan Madiv getting into the side of Naul. Oh, Joey Haas goes around and taking the checkered flag here for heat number 2 of the Super Challengers here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. Now, as we grid for heat number 3, we will see how many of these guys line on up. Maxie Stang in the 93 machine starting on the pole here. It looks like Christopher Knopp going to be starting in the second spot here in that 21 car. Zachary Blackwell in that blue car down low of the Dorito car. Eric Sprouse in the 123. I believe that's Doritos. I could be wrong. No, that's Shell car. Excuse me, that's a Shell car. I thought I read Doritos earlier. Nonetheless, these guys are going to get ready to rip, rock, and roll here for our Super Challenger heat number 3. The number 93 Maxie Stang down low. Christopher Knopp on the outside there in the 21 machine. Zachary Blackwell in that blue car with Eric Sprouse outside of him. Ready to go. These guys are going to try to keep a nice tight formation if they can. The red car going out wide, not trying to block off the 21 machine here. Maxie Stang, Christopher Knopp, ready to take the green flag here. 4 cars, 8 laps as we get ready to do it Super Challenger style here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. Pace truck pulling off. Stang and Knopp. Knopp to the outside. Stang down low. Battling it out to the flag stand as they are going into 1 and 2. Knopp going to the wall. As Stang trying not to push up so high, but he does. Coming out of 2 there. The blue car, Zachary Blackwell, moving to the inside of Mr. Christopher Knopp as they are 3 wide for second position here. Eric Sprouse in the back of the pack, not used to seeing him back there as he knows how to drive these front-wheel drives pretty good. So he must have to work here with these guys all being in the front-wheel drives, trying to rip, rock, and roll here. Maxie Stang still out front. On the high side, got the blue car, Zachary Blackwell, right underneath him. As the red car scrapes the wall coming out of 2. Hanging on to the low side, Blackwell. Got these front-wheel drive Super Challenger cars. Rip, rocking, and rolling here at Lima Land Motorsports Park. As we are lap 4 of 8, halfway down as we come by the flag stand, I believe. Christopher Knopp into the wall back there on the outside of Eric Sprouse, trying to give him his room. Knopp trying to make that high line work. And he does as Eric Sprouse underneath him, trying to battle him for the 3rd spot. Super Challenger style here. Maxie Stang still leading this thing. 3 laps left to go. The 93 machine trying to hang off the 30. The 123 working the outside now of Christopher Knopp. As he's going to try to get that run from the outside, and he does, taking over that 3rd position. Eric Sprouse trying to work to the backside now of Blackwell. Zachary Blackwell still in the 2nd spot here in this blue car. Maxie Stang out front still. As we are Super Challenger style here at Lima Land Park. White flag is out as he's getting ready to come around for the checkered flag. Congratulations to Maxie Stang, Zachary Blackwell, Eric Sprouse, Christopher Knopp. You guys rock for running these front-wheel drives like you do. A little bit of contact there. Oh, here we go as we are gridding for the feature. Manuel Lopez. Got Joey Haas on the outside. Maxie Stang starting 3rd with Mike Busby starting 4th. Juan Mativ. Is it Matt V or Mativ? I don't know. Zachary Blackwell starting 6th. Whitney Cook in the 7th spot. 8th going to be Naul Morton. 9th going to be Eric Sprouse. 10th going to be Bruno. And 11th going to be Eric Gann here, rounding out the top 11 of our racing status here for the Super Challengers here. We have 11 cars and 20 laps here for Lima Land Super Challenger Series. That was the Dorito car, Mr. Eric Gann. That was the Dorito car that I saw earlier. I thought for sure I saw one. As these Super Challengers get ready to go racing underway. Joey Haas and Emmanuel looking for the green flags. The lights are off the pace truck. Again, 11 cars, 20 laps. Green flag is out. Emmanuel Lopez. Maxie Stang now moving up to the inside of Joey Haas, pushing him back into the 4th position now. Juan Mativ. Oh, wow, the red car going around. Eric Spruce? Nope. Well, I can't tell who it was. Holy cow. Let's try to see if we can bring up that caution. Maxie Stang gets into the wall with the red or white car there. Trying not to push. He pushed like a sieve coming out of 1 and 2 there. Going around Maxi Stang, bringing out the first caution here for the Super Challenger Series at Lima Land Motorsports Park. Our racing always brought to you by Lamb's Custom Decals and Chummy Motorsports. Live always on the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you may be, wherever we may be. So just look us up. Manuel got Mike Busby now right behind him in that Chiefs car. Looking to take the green flag. Zachary Blackwell, Whitney Cook, and Eric Gann pulling out the top 5 here as the green flag is out. And waving. Manuel Lopez, Mike Busby sitting in the second spot, and they go one corner, and the caution flag comes out. See if we can see what brought out that caution there. Looks like Mr. Bruno in this two-tone blue machine here. Number 16 pitching it to the bottom, almost getting into the back of that red and black car. It looks like, I believe, is Maxi there. Very unfortunate here for Bruno as the caution comes out for him. All right, pace truck's off
Green.
the track. And it looked like Bruno sitting down low waiting.
The yellow flag is out.
It looks like we have a yellow flag again. Was it this? Let's see what happened here. Bruno getting on the gas, getting in front of the blue car, and the blue car just clipped him. Oh no. Might be time for Bruno to park that thing there as he was rolling coming down at 1 or 2 there. Mr. Lopez looking for the green flag. I believe Mr. Eric Gann trying to fight to not go a lap down here.
Green.
As the green flag comes out. Or maybe Eric Gann's in first. I don't know how that is. Manuel Lopez, though, on the bottom side of Gann, side by side the Doritos car out to the outside there. Manuel trying to hold on to the front. Able to take him over on the low side. Side by, oh no, not side by side. It's tail to nose here. Manuel in front of Eric Gann now. Back of the pack's Eric Spruce on the backside of Naul there. Morton looking to make some time up on the high side. Throwing her in there in the 1 and 2. Back up front with Emmanuel now. We are going to ride in the cockpit with Mr. Zachary Blackwell. As we check out how much these guys have actually got to turn these front wheel drives here. You got to turn these babies quite a bit and get these things to try to hook up. And it's all about how you drive it. Zachary Blackwell sitting in the 3rd spot. Got Eric Gann right in front of him, just trying to make the time up. As he goes down low in the corner, they are side by side in front of him. Spinning him around. Eric Gann goes around. Caution flag comes out as we are almost halfway done here for the Super Challenger feature. Blackwell and Emmanuel looking to battle it out. Looks like we got 10 cars left of this race in here. Lights are on the pace truck still. These guys got another lap till they are ready to free roam and rip on these front wheel drives. Kia Optimas Super Challenger class here with the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I have been your host, Jacob Keith, and I appreciate all the love and support you guys give us out there. And if you guys would, follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter and stuff so we can bring you more news and updates and stuff for our racing here in iRacing. The green flag is out. Emmanuel Blackwell looking to take the green flag as the green was out, and they're side by side now. Blackwell taking him on the low side. Emmanuel going to give him a shove into the corner there. 3 of them. Blackwell goes around almost up on 2 wheels there. Sprouse moving up through the field here now into the 3rd spot. Mike Busby battling it out here with Emmanuel Lopez. Sprouse moving up into the 3rd spot. Going to watch it all unfold here. Yellow flag comes out. Emmanuel Lopez, Mike Busby, and Eric Sprouse. Because we have 8 laps left to go here. Actually, 9 laps left to go. Sprouse coming from the back side of the field here. Able to get a good jump on him and hang on to 3rd position. As the caution flag came out, we got to try to see if we can find out what that was. Looks like Whitney Cook here in the black and green machine. Just getting into the backside of the pile up in front of her hip. That was tough break there for Whitney Cook here. As we have a delayed green here. Mike Busby, Eric Sprouse, Maxie Stang, Eric Gann, Joey Haas rounding out your top 5, and Juan Madev Emmanuel moving on up. Zachary Blackwell as well. Looks like Blackwell and Emmanuel were moved to the back of the pack. And Mike Busby and Eric Sprouse taking a green flag. Busby, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Shell car. Sprouse to the outside, Busby down low. Super Challenger style here. We have 8 laps coming across the flag now. Looked like we had a big pile up in the back, almost up into the wall, as they are battling it out for 4th and 3rd position here. Sprouse all over the backside of Mike Busby still. Action going on everywhere, tail to nose up front. Eric Gann leading the next pack here. No, Maxie Stang leading the next pack here as they're side by side behind him. Joey Haas and Zachary Blackwell on the outside there. Manuel trying to beat his way back as he was getting into somebody back there. It looked like maybe Juan or Whitney. Robin is racing for sure as we are lap 15 of 20 here. 5 laps left to go for Eric Sprouse, Mike Busby, Maxie Stang. As Stang still has these guys on his tail. The Doritos car, Mr. Eric Gann, all over the backside of Maxie Stang. Hanging on to the 3rd spot. Gann to the outside now. 3 wide, Blackwell down low. Gann got a little bit of a wall there. Side by side, 3 wide. Going into 3 and 4, the blue, Zachary Blackwell. Going to take over the 3rd position for Max Stang here. Stang getting into the rear quarter of Blackwell there. Caution comes out. Caution comes out. Holy cow. That could have been a misjudgment of pushing the corner, or that could have been completely deliberate. We won't judge you here. I think this is going to go green-white checkered maybe. See if that was exactly what pulled it out. Yeah, he looks like he just pushed. He ended up trying to hit the brakes there. Maxie Stang getting into the side of Blackwell. Just pushing, hard racing. Didn't look too deliberate. As we get ready for the green flag here, Mike Busby's, Eric Sprouse, Eric Gann taking the green flag. Chiefs out front, Mike Busby. Sorry. Sprouse finding his line here, trying to work his way to the backside here. White flag waving as they come to the flag stand now. Mike Busby, Eric Sprouse, Eric Gann looking to take this Super Challenger feature podium here as Busby pushes down low but pushes way up high. Sprouse in the 2nd spot. Gann finishing 3rd. Checkered flag waving. Holy cow, what a Super Challenger race there. Everybody out there in Facebook land. What a hell of a race. Congratulations to Mr. Mike Busby, Eric Sprouse, and Eric Gann on their recruitment race here at the Dirtdog Internationals front-wheel drive Super Challengers class here. Let's take a look at our final results here one time. There it is. Rounding out your top 5, Mike Busby, Eric Sprouse, Eric Gann, Emmanuel Lopez, Maxie Stang. And I have been your host, Jacob Keith. And just want to thank you guys again for watching our streams here at the Dirtdog International Racing Network.